Houston, I think I found the problem. Yeah, slightly. They're all off. Look at that. Sitting off to the side. The mill work was horrible on this. Sitting off to the side. That's rubbing the drum as it spins, taking all the power out of the saw. This is the HOLZFFORMA G260. New parts on the way. I'll do a follow-up video when the parts come in. I was doing the video and I looked up and I'm like, oh, that's right, my grinder is sitting right here. Mill work was crooked. Well, let's just mill some of it off of there. Try to do a little bit better. See if I can stop that thing from rubbing. See if that's the problem. I got new parts coming, but heck, let's try this first. Alright, the new clutch and parts are in from Amazon. Hopefully these are in better shape than the factory ones. This is also an upgraded kit for the saw along with the new clutch and stuff. So, oh yeah, look at that. Straight on, 100% better as far as the build quality goes. Now this one has a different sprocket on it. So this comes with an option to have different sprockets on it to give it more torque or versus more speed. So that'll be fun, upgrading this saw. So let's get the old parts on, put the new parts on, and see what happens. All right. This saw got all kinds of new upgrades today. It got new felon spikes, so it's got dual felon spikes and they're big now. So let me pull this other clutch and sprocket off of here and I'll show you the difference between the two of them. All right, it's upgrade time. You guys saw some of the shorts. You'll see I had a problem with this clutch. Oh, thought I had it loose. I put this little rubber handle down the flywheel there on that pair of pliers. You can take it off pretty easy. Little taparoo. So I got an upgraded clutch assembly for this, mainly because this one was all whacked up and uneven. I did take a grinder to it. I've been using it part of the day to see if that improved it any. And it improved it some. So what we're going to do is we're going to upgrade our situation here. So we got a different clutch assembly. So this is going to allow me a 8-to-1 and a 7-to-1 removable pieces here versus the old spline. So I can kind of upgrade it. And this one, straight from factory, you can see it all lines up nice and even. It's not crooked or anything like that. So this is going to be a nice upgrade for this saw. I'm just going to take and keep these old parts. But I'm excited for this because this will, like I say, it'll allow me to try different torques. You know, having the smaller spline versus the standard. Trying to get this thing to hold itself here. Very excited. I found this off Amazon. I'll put a link. So by changing that size of that sprocket, it'll change either the saw will have more speed or it'll have more torque. So I found that to be what I thought. Ugh. Stuff knocking around everywhere. I thought it'd be a good opportunity to try that since this other sprocket was bad. Why not upgrade at the same time? I just use a rubber handle of that to stick down the flywheel. All right, so let's set the old parts aside. I'll put those in a baggie. Now I'll have an extra C-clip, which is something that usually goes flying before you know it. Old bearing. So the new bearing is definitely a lot more stout than the other one. So we're going to also put some grease on it. Start off greased up the proper way. I don't know why they pack these. I've cut this before. Caught this in some of these clone saws, them not putting any grease in this roller bearing. And right off the bat, you're starting off with a dry, ungreased bearing, and it pretty much fries itself pretty fast. So we'll take it out and put it in some wood here in a minute. Man, that's sweet. I love it. Oh yeah. So I don't know which one to use. I was trying to decide which sides might be closer to what was on there. And I'm thinking the 8. Now, that's actually larger. If I put this one on there, so this is closer, yeah, this would be the 7. So that would be like having the 7 tooth. This is the 8. So I'm going to put this on there. This should help to improve the saw's workability here. Give it a little more speed versus torque, a little more RPMs. Make sure I got that on there. These things like to go flying. Usually I keep my hand over it or something. Make sure it's not all the way in there. It's nothing like trying to look through your shop trying to find a piece like this when you lose it. But I have extra ones around. Just want to make sure it's in there. That's all the way on there. All the way in there. I mean, that's going to be sweet. I'm excited. Put this cap back on here. Line that screw up. It's got a single piece here for putting the cap back on. Makes it a little faster. And trying to undo 3 different screws, which are usually Torx. Usually if you just have your scrunch with you, you're good to go. Yes, yes, yes. Very happy. Hopefully this helps the saw a lot. Let's get this bar on there. I was hoping this would come during daylight hours so I could try it out. Definitely changes the bar length. So this adjustment's got to go way back. And I'm thinking this is going to be closer to the ratio that's on the steel 271, because I had to adjust this way back like this on the 271 when I put the bar on it from the 271. It had to be adjusted way back. So pretty much I had to adjust it way back just like on the other one. Oh yeah, it spins a lot better. That stay back there. Oh yeah. Just want to make sure we're not hitting anything. Yes, sir. And I got to use it with these new dogs on it. I really like those. That's another big feature for this versus the 271. I like having the dual dogs. It's not 100% necessary. I have a big dog on it on the inside that matches this. It's the same set. You just don't use the outside one. Flip that up. Now, well, I'm just curious to see how this is going to do in the wood versus having a smaller sprocket. Give us a little more RPMs. It might take too much away. I don't know. It may or may not. Yeah, I can already spin that better than I could with the other one. I couldn't do that with the other one when the chain was tight. So that right there is a good sign that needle bearing was probably the issue. But I got to make sure I put that somewhere I don't lose it, and I want to keep this extra sprocket. Actually, let's do this. Sitting right here, I got a nail. Let's stick all that right there on there for now. There, it's all up there out of the way where I won't lose it. All right. Oh, I didn't get it tight. Let's try that over. What a difference, that sprocket speeding up like that. Man, that was nice. Whole different saw now. Whole different saw. I love it. Really woke that thing up. Needs a little bit more tuning now that I got that freed up and working right. Yep, I've been splitting wood all day. Yeah, it's good old maple. I'm late in the year getting this stuff split up. So maple and cherry, I can split up late, hopefully still get it dry. Let me do this one last piece here. See how it's doing. It's a little bit louder. I cut a slit on the top and the bottom and pulled that centerpiece out to free up the some of that exhaust. And man, I was running it earlier without that new clutch and stuff on it, and it was doing better than it was earlier. Now, having that bigger sprocket on there and getting that chain speed up, it's cutting better than that 271. So it was like 20 bucks for that upgrade. Glad I did it. Made it into a whole different new saw. I'm loving it. Absolutely loving it. different saw now. Running much better. It's about the 5th tank of fuel. Heading on the 6th tank. It's doing much better.